Introducing first. In the blue corner, Ryno's sports cards. In the pink corner, the Neon Ghost. We've been over the rules. There are no rules. This is the Neon Ryno Show.
Hi, buddy.
What's up, dude?
How are you?
I'm better.
Yeah, getting
Better.
over it.
Yeah. I'm a little stuffy here and there, but otherwise, yeah, getting much better. Ooh, it's a sickness going around, bro.
Dude, I think mine's coming. Like I got home last night and I was like, oh, like this is, and then I woke up at 3 in the morning and like couldn't breathe. It was like,
Yeah,
no, I got shit to do today. So I'm on like Sudafed Dayquil. Like I'm doing all, I'm like, just get me through the meetings I got to get through, and then I'll go to bed. I'll go to bed at 3:30. I don't care. Just get me through
right?
this. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I get you, man. Yeah, it's been numerous days of sleep, and I haven't been in the shop all week. I tried. I tried Tuesday. Actually, no, Tuesday I went in there. Was it Tuesday I went in there? Yeah, Tuesday I went in there and I was worthless all day. And we were so busy. It was so great. Like we were so busy, but I'm sitting at my table and they're like, uh
Yeah, and
and
especially in that kind of industry, you don't want to be handling people's cards and giving it back to them and stuff.
dude,
Like,
I didn't. I did. I actually hired another person because I was like, you know what? This can't happen again. Like no way is this happening again ever. So yeah, I'm bringing in another bringing in a part-time person.
nice. So
Yeah.
did anyone send you pictures, like anything cool come in the shop? Because you weren't there. So anything come in?
Um, an out of 10 Malik Willis autograph from the new 2025 Topps Chrome football product. We had a customer bring in a one of those, and Bailey isn't quite sure when it starts getting more expensive items. So he messaged me and asked if like what I would pay for it. And I messaged him right back what I would pay, and the guy took it happily. So I
Nice.
either overpaid for it or we got a good deal. So
Uh, you were right on your draft call. It's like the WW storylines are listening to us, and like, don't listen to
yeah,
us, it's going to shit. And then apparently your Raiders are listening because they brought Max back because you told them to,
he
and they
told.
took the dude that you said to take.
Yeah. Yeah, telling these guys. The Raiders did a fantastic draft, man. They really did. They got the cornerback out of Arizona State. He's had knee issues. But he was the best defensive back in the cornerback in the draft, but the dude had like his knee exploded last year. So obviously people are going to stay away from that type of stuff. But I mean, if he comes back 90% of what he was, he was still the best in the draft.
Nice, nice.
So
Did you
we'll see.
see? Did you see? And I don't understand all of it. Like, my thing is, whenever the draft is coming up, it's been a yearly tradition for me. I literally watched the movie Draft Day with Kevin Costner. That's my start of football season. I love
Yeah.
that movie. It's fine. But did you see something? Maybe you do know this and you can fill me in. But the Cowboys did something that pissed the Steelers off in terms of they texted someone or they made some trades or they did something that the Steelers are fucking livid.
Yeah, the Eagles actually. So yeah, the Caleb Downs was on the phone with Pittsburgh, talking to Pittsburgh like, "Hey, you're coming to Pittsburgh. We're gonna pick you with our pick when we get up. Prepared. We're putting in your name." And a guy and his phone keeps ringing. He's like, "What the hell?" He's like, "What the hell is Philadelphia trying to call me for?" And he's still talking to Pittsburgh. He's like, "Yeah, I'm excited to play for you guys." And this dude comes running up to him. He's like, "Hey, you just got drafted by Philadelphia. They traded up for you."
While he was on the phone.
Yeah, so yeah, like Caleb Downs, no, Caleb Downs is the other one for the Cowboys. Malik Neighbors was pissed about that one because that guy's a cornerback. He's really good. But yeah, that big story was with it. It was the Philadelphia. It was not Caleb Downs. I misspoke with that one. But yeah, he was on the phone with the Steelers, and yeah, Philly wound up trading up and took him.
But
So
somehow
they,
the Cowboys are involved in this, right?
yeah, I think they got the pick from the Cowboys. I think Philadelphia got the pick from the Cowboys.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I love.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. Steeler fans were incredibly upset. I know Bailey was super pissed
Is
because
he a
that I mean
Steelers
that's
fan?
yeah. Oh, he's a major Steelers fan.
Oh,
Yeah,
tell
everything Steelers he loves.
tell him I have a one of one Leaf Jerome Bettis,
Oh, there
Ben
you go.
Roethlisberger. I might sell him.
I like it. I like it.
So our guest is going to be here, and but when we were scrambling last night, late last night, I hit you up with, "Hey, let's discuss this because I think you and I are kind of at this moment where we're burned out on Raw. We're burned out on SmackDown. We'll still cover it as it goes on, but just in this moment, it's like I barely watched Raw. When I watched SmackDown and Cody and CM Punk were doing their thing, I for a minute I thought it was great. Like the back and forth between them, great. There was a moment because of Cody being injured, and he's got to go do promo stuff for Street Fighter. There was a moment where I totally thought he was going to hand the belt to Punk and tell him, "Hold on to this for me. I'll come get it when I come back." And then when
Yeah.
that didn't happen, and he was like, "Punk, just say when." I was like, "Man, get out of here. Get out of here. We're done. I'm done."
Yeah. It's the same crap over and over and over again. It's
And
the
now
same
Jacob and
thing.
Roman, like, nope, nope.
Dude, how did we not? We literally said that. Like, what are they gonna do? Another bloodline feud? Yeah, they are. I mean, that there's nothing new about what they're doing at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since we don't have that, I hit you up with the top three sports movies by sport. In our opinion, I want to see if any of us, if we match on any of them.
Yeah, I was thinking about that one. You go ahead. You go first with that. You
All
go.
right.
I'm curious.
Let's start with basketball.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go from my number one will be the last one I say.
Okay.
Okay. Number three, Teen Wolf with Michael J. Fox.
That's a good basketball movie. Yeah.
Dude, right? Especially at the age we were when it came out, it still holds up. It's not realistic at all, so you can let that go. Like, and it's a fun movie to just watch. It's great. If you haven't seen
Yeah.
Teen Wolf, see Teen Wolf. It's goddamn great, especially at
And
the
dude,
time.
surfing on top of the truck. She was
Serving on top of
epic.
the truck. And then have you ever seen the thing which I can attest, I have went back and checked for it, that at the very end, after he makes that winning shot, the camera pulls back and the audience in the bleachers in the upper right corner, a dude literally stands up and has his dick out and then he
Oh,
puts it away and no one caught it in editing or anything. And it is literally there. It's hilarious. And
that's
his
awesome.
his best friend being Styles, like, oh, his girlfriend's name's Boof. That's
Yeah.
weird, but okay.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie.
But for back then, Michael J. Fox ruled everything.
Oh, everything.
Yeah, everything at
Everything.
that time.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. What's your number three in basketball?
So I I liked a lot of those basketball movies back in the day, like Mike and a lot of that different
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
My number three on my list right here was He Got Game. Um,
Ooh,
I thought He Got Game was dope, like
yep,
for because I was able to watch whatever I wanted. So like watching that was like a raw Boys of the Hood type style. Like for basketball, I was like, damn, bro, like that is dope.
yep,
So that was my number three.
yeah, yep. And that was like that wasn't early Denzel, but that was before Denzel went on to become legend Denzel. So it was like peak. It was prime Denzel in that.
Oh, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. My number two, I know hopefully you have heard of this movie. When I ask people younger than me, a lot of people have not seen this movie, but I remember when it came out, it being a big thing. I've since rewatched it a couple times. Blue Chips.
Oh yeah, I've seen
Nick
Blue
Nolte,
Chips.
Shaquille O'Neal, and the whole
Yeah, with Shaq
scandal
and
and
all
stuff.
them.
Dude,
Yeah,
dude, that movie's great.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, movie's fantastic. I that was again one of the first basketball movies that I watched. I
That you
loved
probably
Blue
shouldn't have
Chips.
been. You had no clue what was going on. Like I had no clue points,
No
shares.
clue.
Well, I just know it's that dude plays in the NBA, and that's Nick Nolte. I'll watch this movie. Now as
Exactly.
an adult, when I know stuff, I'm like, oh shit, they did some dirty shit in this movie.
Yep.
Yep.
My number two on there, I had Hoosiers at number two.
I've never seen Hoosiers.
Hoosiers is good, man. It has one of the biggest iconic finales of all time, like movies, kind of like a Babysitter's Club with a na na
Yeah,
na
yeah,
na na.
yeah.
So it has like an ending where everybody's like, oh, damn.
And Gene
So
Hackman. Gene Hackman's great. So I do, and I'm not purposely. I've purposely never not seen it. I just have never got around to seeing it. I will someday though.
yeah, absolutely.
All right. All right. My number one. We're gonna match on this. I have a
Okay.
feeling we're gonna match
Okay.
on this. Bet. Okay. White men can't jump.
Can't jump. Yeah, that's my number one. It
Done.
has to be.
Done.
Why would it not be?
And that movie,
Absolutely.
Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes, perfect. Then
Yeah.
you throw in Rosie Perez,
Prime Rosie.
prime
Prime.
Rosie.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you win, you really lose. Sometimes when you lose, you really win. Jeopardy's gonna call, Billy.
Call Billy every time. I
Uh,
know. I still watch that. I still turn that movie on.
all the time. All
Absolutely.
the time. I quote the one dude when he goes, fuck yeah. I'm gonna get my other gun. I'm gonna
Yeah.
come back. I'm gonna kill everybody.
Yeah. Damn it, that was a good movie.
I
Yep.
can hear Jimmy. You can't hear Jimmy. I can hear Jimmy.
That shit was good, man.
Oh, it's such a good movie. All right, baseball. Now you go first. What's your number three?
Okay. So it was weird because I didn't want to go like all like childhood ones, like with Henry Rowan Gardner and stuff like that. Like yeah, so I didn't want to go like the Angels in the outfield, those types of ones. Like so, my number three on here was Field of Dreams. I thought
Yeah,
Field of Dreams was a classic for me. I didn't understand a lot of like the baseball fundamentals and things like that before like the steroid era before I watched a lot of it, and it was an old school movie. But I loved the cast, and it's still a cool movie to flick on, and it's a bucket list item of mine to go watch a game
at
at
that
Field
Coors
of
Field.
Dreams.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
love to.
I would put, which I agree with you, but I would put Field of Dreams. That's Michael Jordan rule for baseball movies. Like you're not going to have a sports fan or a baseball fan that
Yeah,
is at the very least not in their top five.
right. I
So like
agree.
yeah, so yeah, that's a good third call. Mine is a little movie I don't think a lot of people saw, but it's called Everybody Wants Some.
Mm,
Richard Linklater did it, and he's the guy that did like Dazed and Confused, all those movies set in like the 70s. And it's a baseball movie. He grew up in Texas, went to college for baseball, like he Ball State baseball, decided to make movies. So this movie's a passion project for his, and like Glenn Powell's in it. And it's literally about this college baseball team, beginning of the school year, beginning of the season. So you have the guys who played last season and then the new guys coming in and just the antics and stuff they get into.
yeah,
Good. You got to find this movie. It's such a good baseball movie.
I'll have to check that out.
Yep. And it's set, like I said, it's set in the 70s. So the music, them going to get beers, like it's just if if you could be in a baseball movie at a time like this, you're like, oh yeah, this is I would want to be with these guys. Like, let's go. It's
Yeah.
so good. It's so good. All right, what's your next one?
I got Moneyball.
Yep. Yep. Again, Michael Jordan role, great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moneyball for number two. Yeah, again, for behind the scenes, like what you think it would be like with everything, like Moneyball had everything for it.
Yeah. And again, those type of sports way better than I do. So like knowing the stats and when
Yeah.
Jonah Hill's breaking the stuff down, like I have no clue what's going on, but I have watched that movie numerous times because it's just fun seeing that behind the scenes stuff. And I love when they're in the meeting with the scouts talking and Brad Pitt's just like blah 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 blah. You can tell he's over all of you guys. Like, yeah,
Yep.
great movie. Great movie. My second one, kind of like Field of Dreams, is Bull Durham. I love Bull Durham.
I didn't care for Bull Durham a
That's
lot.
when you bring it up to people, that's what you get. You either get you ride for Bull Durham or you're like, eh. But I
Yeah.
loved it. My favorite scene is when they don't want to play, and he's like, "Oh, you want to rain out? I'll get your rain out. Give me 5 minutes." And he goes, he turns the sprinklers on, but then they all
Yeah.
still just go fucking run bases and are sliding around in the water, sliding. But you're like, yeah, I totally would do that. That's awesome.
Right.
Yep, yep. All right, what's your number one?
My number one, I did have to go
We're gonna
younger
match.
kid with
We're
that
gonna
one. I
match.
I went I went Sandlot.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I just don't know how it's not like for
Yeah,
people's number one. Like it just wouldn't make sense not to be.
yeah, at all. Like if you're a nostalgia fan, a kid movie fan, a baseball fan, that movie's got all of it. That movie is amazing, hands
Yeah,
down.
their autos still sell really well. Like I pulled an eight auto back to back, four on each side of the Sandlot crew.
They have
For
Sandlot
the
cards?
I sold it. I sold it after I
No, but I mean
got.
like they're out there. There's Sandlot baseball cards.
Oh yeah, Leaf makes them. It's the whole cast minus I think Benny. I think Benny actually just recently started signing, if I'm not mistaken, but for a long time, Benny refused to acknowledge that he was even in the Sandlot. He has a construction company in California. Because I had when I first opened the shop, I purchased a Sandlot poster that had everybody on there except for Benny the Jet. Because again, he refused to sign anything.
Oh, Now I gotta look
Yeah.
for these cards. But I
No,
agree.
they're epic. And you can get them all higher numbered with everybody's signature on it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
I
they're
gotta
encased. Like they're cool. They're cool cards.
I'm literally writing a note, Sandlot cards. So
Yeah.
we've matched our number one basketball movie. We've matched our number one baseball movie. Now we got to see if
Yeah.
we got to do football. I'll go
Okay.
first. My third is The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
I liked that movie.
That's
I
fair.
did like that movie. If we're putting on ones that like I could rewatch though, that's not one that I could like rewatch a bunch of times like that
Okay.
and that I get like a
You're
cool
not you're not
feeling.
putting it you're not putting it in, but if you happen to be like in the old school days, you're flipping channels. You're not putting the DVD in, but if you're flipping
Right.
channels and it's on, you'll
Oh,
leave
it's
it there
staying
for a
on.
minute. Okay.
Yes, yeah, it's staying on. Absolutely.
Okay.
Um, Mine was a toss up for this order, but I had any given Sunday
As number three,
as number three.
what is wrong? That's my number one.
Really?
Bro.
No,
All right, now I
not
got to
my
see what
number
your number
one,
one
dude.
is. But any given Sunday is a great movie,
Yeah,
and the fact of again the behind the scenes stuff of the aging out quarterback who's hurt, the young guy coming in, like you as football fans watching, like you do see those moments play out.
yeah.
But then when they have Al Pacino doing the speech, I love when is it LL Cool J cuts Jamie Foxx's Hummer in half with a chainsaw in the port. Oh,
Yep,
oh, so good,
it
so good.
is. What's
My
yours?
number two is The Replacements.
Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
like
my
that one.
love for Keanu Reeves, my love for football, like that Gene Hackman, that movie has it all for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My number two is Remember the Titans.
Yep. Yep.
I like that one. That again, that had everything that had the whole social impact. It had everything that you needed at that era and that time for a movie, and that people still will go back and go rewatch, and you can see the cover of it and go, oh, that's Remember the Titans.
Yep.
Like I
And the
know what
fact
that
of
is.
again, Denzel, Will Patton. I
Yeah,
think that movie is what showed us, oh, this Ryan Gosling kid, if he doesn't fuck up, he
yeah,
gonna go be somebody. And now look at him, he's somebody.
yeah.
Like, yeah, great movie. Great movie. Well, my number one was Any Given Sunday, and you fucked that up. So what's your number one?
The greatest football movie of all time is The Program.
Yep, I'll allow that. I have another buddy who says the same.
Dude, that movie, like, unfortunately, like, molded me when I'm playing football. Like, you want to talk, like, I wouldn't take steroids. But if you caught me with like a cheek out or something in a bathroom real quick, like bro, and then you're running through a brick wall
Yeah.
like that. So I actually got to go to the theater when that first came out, and they had the scene of them laying in the street and the cars going over them. Then they took that out on the DVD because people were actually going out and trying it. Idiots.
Wow, I didn't know they took it out. I mean, it makes sense
Yeah.
they took it out, but I didn't know they took it out. But I do remember that scene.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that scene, I mean, dude,
Who's the
everything about that
Jimmy
movie.
Kahn's the coach in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, great coach. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
throwing in an honorable mention that both of us forgot. I just thought of it for some reason. Varsity Blues,
Epic movie. I
right?
completely forgot about that movie.
Yep. Right till this moment. You said the program. I was thinking of Jimmy Kahn. Scott Kahn is in Varsity Blues. Yeah. We got to put, that can go program.
Yeah.
Any Given Sunday, Varsity Blues can all have Michael Jordan rule in football movies.
Yeah. Friday Night Lights was another one.
Oh, God.
That was
TV
like,
show is amazing too.
yeah, yeah,
Did
that
you ever
was yeah.
see ESPN, I think, was ESPN had a show called Playmakers, and it was legit. So it hit a little too close to home to the point that like ESPN cut it after the first season, and we're like, hey, because it was literally steroids, drugs, dudes allegedly
Oh,
abusing their wives or
yeah.
sleep around. Like it was like, hey, like, and when ESPN, it was already made when ESPN bought it, so they put it out. And I think by like episode 4, they were like, hey, this, like, we're done with this. I don't believe the last 2 episodes actually aired, but like I have the DVD set because it was a big thing when it came out. Like a lot of people were like, yo, you cannot be having this. This is
Yeah.
like there's a dude you can 100% tell, like, oh, well, this is Michael Irving, obviously. And like they don't hide the fact like, oh, this is Deion Sanders, obviously. Like, oh,
Right.
it's yeah, yeah, you got to look for this.
I'm
It's
gonna have to
great.
go,
I don't know if
I'm
you,
gonna go down the YouTube rabbit hole.
yeah, yeah, you have to. It's good
Did you write down anything for boxing at all?
for boxing.
Yeah,
Oh,
boxing movies.
movies?
Yeah.
No, I mean we can go. We can go. Let's go.
What would be? Do you want to just go number one for it? I'm just curious
I
what
mean,
your
everyone
number.
has to be Rocky, or is that Michael Jordan rule?
No, I would agree that it's Rocky, but would you say that it's Rocky one though? Because
Yes.
everybody has their favorite Rockies, right? But like there are, I look at other Rockies that are better than others, and like those are that's my opinion, right? So
Yes.
like you know, Rocky three is my favorite one.
Agreed. 100%.
So like the Rocky rule, I believe Rocky is the greatest one. Um, like Creed would be up there. I thought Creed was super
Creed
dope.
1 and 2 were good. They
Yeah,
were
I
good.
saw
They
like a
contained
lot
that
of
they
the
were good.
people.
Rocky
Yeah, part.
Balboa was good. Rocky 5, we're not going to say that exists, but like
Yeah,
I'll watch it once in a while. But I would say if we're talking boxing movies, you put Rocky as the Michael Jordan rule, so take it out. I would say what you said, Rocky 3 is
yeah,
the best one.
yeah.
When I
So
was
okay.
little, it was Rocky 4 because the Russian thing, like all
Oh, with
that.
Drago. Yeah,
But then now, like when you're older and you understand where Rocky's coming from, and you find out Mick had him fighting paper champions, and Mr. T, hey woman, you want to be with a real man? Come, like, yeah, Rocky
dude.
3 is the best of the Rocky saga by
With
far.
Thunder Lips.
Under lips, yeah,
Is
yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
if we take the
actually that
Rock,
was on TV yesterday. So when you had messaged me that too, I was like, oh, I was like, I wonder what Rocky movie he would say would be his number one.
Rocky
And
3,
again, that's on TV, and like I'm just laying there on the couch. I'm like, I'm going to watch this now.
oh yep,
Rocky's just on for the rest of the
I'll
day.
watch it on TBS with commercials. I don't care. Let's go.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was on TV with commercials. I'm like,
So if we take the Rockies out,
yeah.
two boxing movies.
Um, I enjoyed Raging Bull a lot. That's an older one. I liked that one, and I will say my real number two, and it's tough because like I love the Rockies, but I loved Gladiator.
Yep,
Gladiator
yep.
was, bro. He's like every time the kid was going to punch him, bah! He's like the forehead, the strongest bone in the body. I was like, oh my
Was that
God,
Cuba Gooding Jr.?
it's Cuba,
It
bro.
was,
Cuba
right?
as like a
Yeah,
baby,
yeah.
yeah,
And
and like
the white dude never went and did anything with Screw. We never heard from him again.
no, but
Yeah.
like that movie again was like a molding thing in my brain, and I loved it. So yeah, it's like yes, Rocky is classic, and holy crap, it's amazing. And no, Gladiator's not that, but like in my head, like I'll sit down and watch Gladiator again before I'll go back and watch Rocky again. But
Yes.
Rocky is that
Agreed.
boxing classic.
I can see it. Mine, Teen Wolf 2. Jason Bateman is a boxing werewolf in college.
Damn it.
It's such a trash movie, but it's also just so fun to watch.
It's
But
like,
my
dude,
my actual, like, my real number two, how we just said, take the Rockies out, Cinderella Man with Russell Crowe.
don't know that one.
Oh, really? It's based on a real Max. hmm. It's uh I'm bad at history. Depression times.
Okay.
It's back then, and he's it, it's kind of a Rocky before Rocky. Like he's gonna fight the champ. The champ is literally called Max the Bear something, because, and this is true story. Like I read a book about it after seeing the movie. I think Ron Howard, maybe. I think Ron Howard did it. Um, Back in those days, dude, the champ guy, legit. Yes, they were tamed down, but dude, legit would do sparring matches with circus bears. Like he would have
Oh,
boxing
wow.
gloves on and be bears. Like, but you got to think like back in depression times. Like, that's a big ass thing. And then Russell Crowe, Renee Zellweger's his wife, Paul Giamatti is his manager, I think. Like, dude, you
Hmm.
gotta find that movie. It's great. I like
Yeah,
I said, take the Rockies out of it. That's the best boxing movie.
I'll check that out. That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
Golf
about a
movie.
mixed martial arts one?
Uh, I think Warrior. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
did you ever see the TV show Kingdom?
Yeah, I did see the TV show Kingdom.
That
Yeah.
show's fucking great.
It was great. It had a couple parts out like like when like the gangsters were coming over and things like that. Like
They're
I didn't care
good.
about that, but no, the King. Yeah, that was actually that was a great TV show.
Yes.
I
Uh,
enjoyed that one a lot. It was like a believable one too, like inside
yeah.
the cages and everything else.
I would
Yeah,
have to go Warrior.
Warrior would be probably my number one as well.
Yeah. Did you see
Yeah,
Smashing Machine?
no, I did not see Smashing
It's
Machine.
good.
It looked accurate and fantastic.
Yeah. Well, so there's a documentary about that, about the Smashing Machine. It's literally called Smashing Machine. You can find that on YouTube. And and that dude was part of them making the movie, all that stuff. Like the movie is great, but Warrior is the only mixed martial
Yeah,
arts movie I think anyone ever needs to see.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Golf movies.
Golf movies?
Yeah.
I mean, could anything be better than Happy Gilmore? I mean,
Yes.
how?
Tin Cup. Come on. Come on.
Okay. I
Get out of here. Tin Cup.
it yeah, okay.
I'll give you Happy Gilmore for the Adam Sandler comedy aspect, but like for a love of the game,
Yes,
it,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
shit, for love of the game, that's a great baseball movie.
That's a good one.
Holy shit,
Good
I
one
forgot
too.
about that. But just in terms of like the has been that owns a shitty driving range and Don Johnson's in it, Cheech, Kevin Cut, Rene Russo, like Tin Cup's great. Tin Cup's my favorite golf movie.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that old school one
Oh,
that had a
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack? Yeah,
Yeah,
that was another one that people enjoyed, Caddyshack.
yeah,
Um that was before my kind of humor. So like
yeah.
I
I didn't
wasn't
see
really like
Caddyshack until like during the pandemic. I found Caddyshack.
yeah, but I
Yeah,
wasn't like a Rodney Dangerfield. Like that wasn't my style of humor
yeah,
for like
agreed,
Rodney
agreed.
Dangerfield, all those guys like
Yeah.
that.
I
But
think Happy Gilmore hit us at the right age, at the right time. We have all tried the Happy Gilmore shot.
I'm doing that shit today when I go out. That's like my second swing in. You kidding me? If that connects, I look amazing. And if it doesn't, everybody goes, "Oh, he tried the Happy Gilmore swing." Win-win.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yes, I did try
Win-win.
it. Why don't you try it and see what happens? Yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, I hit
100%.
my first ever birdie. Yeah. Like I've always fucked around golfing. I told you last season was actually taking it seriously, learning my distances, what certain clubs do, all this stuff. Now I have my handicap, playing, trying to do better this season. And the last time we went golfing, I legit like put it on the green. I'm gonna say I was 5 feet. Like I did not think it was going in, but I was just happy it was where it was. Fucking sunk it, and like me and the two guys they were like, we're already cheering birdie. And I was like, guys, that was my first ever birdie. Then everyone lost their minds for me.
That's cool as
Yeah,
hell.
it was on a par three, and it hit. I was like, oh fuck, because every time I've played this hole before, rarely do I put it on the green. It usually rolls over or I overshoot something. And it was like, I was like, oh, I'll take that. Like I know I'm at least making par. When I hit and it kept going and sunk, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that feeling. Whoo, can't
Yeah.
wait for that feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting double teamed.
There we go. Whoa. There we go. The man is here.
Oh man, I thought I had my screensaver. Oh well.
Oh
I
well.
flipped
I
it.
got it written down. We're good. The man,
Oh,
Joe Koga, is here. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm
I,
doing
I,
good.
I think
Busy
you're
week.
busy. I think you're busy. I think you're stressed. I think all the things when I normally talk to you, last couple days you've been sending fight changes and then fights back on. Like you're getting after it, aren't you?
It's just I it's just par for the course. Like I try not to get stressed anymore. I'm trying to take a page out of Omar's playbook. What else is connecting? That's weird. Zoom workplace. Um and connected on the app, and then I don't want to connect that, right? This X out. Hold on, another bubble's coming up. I'm gonna leave that meeting. Hopefully leave this meeting. How you feeling, Ryno?
90% back, my friend. 90% back. I have some color back in my face, so I'm able to be upright without feeling like I'm gonna tip over like a fucking cut down tree. So I'm feeling a little bit better today. Thank you.
That's good.
Is the fight card you sent me yesterday, as of right now, is that our fight card?
The what I sent you late last night, early this morning, that's where we're at. We got 11, right?
I think so.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I think technically we have like 12 because of the one that Bree got. Whatever. We'll go through it and see where we're at. I got it written down. Do you have in front of you? I got it in front of me if we want me to read it.
I just pulled up a bunch of trying to be prepared like stats, so if I can refer to their record and go to their topology and like act like I really know what I'm doing. So trying to get better.
I don't know. I don't know if this is the order they're in, so I'm just gonna say the fights that I have, but I'm going off the way you sent me, so I'm gonna act like that's the order.
Yeah, they're pretty close. We'll start from bottom to top. I think Stephen Dopp and Gerardo, we'll start there and we'll just go up the list like that. The order is pretty close. I might flip it around to give some teams a back-to-back and not have the belt guys back-to-back with the same teams. But you know me, I work with the same small group of people, so sometimes they just get doubled up.
CoGa 92 goes down May 23rd, Clearwater Casino. Still some tickets left. Visit the casino or Coga.tv or get the live stream and hear myself and Ed Herman run our mouths. Ryno will be there to give out performance nights. Ryno's been spending some money. Our last two cards, Ryno has had to shell out some ducats because they have been epic cards. I'm expecting this one to do the same.
Yeah, this one's going to be the same. I'm actually excited. I mean, let's not tell the fighters yet to get them too excited, but I think I may just line my pockets a little bit more because I'm not going to surprise too much of the card, but my boy Diedrich is getting a title fight at a heavyweight. Brother, I'm excited as hell.
Ryno's coming in like that scene in Wolf of Wall Street where she has all the money just taped to her. He's gonna be like, Robbie, I need you to stand close to me all night, just showing me dollar bills.
Brother, you want to talk about performance? I don't know if I've been so excited to bring cash to hand to another man in my life. Like I'm like Sharon for BMF. Like what are we doing here? Like my brain's going crazy.
We're not counting the strip clubs. You're not excited when you do that for the dudes?
Yeah, with 100%, but this can be more. Bring more.
This isn't $1 bills. This is Kizash.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Our first fight, 125, Stephen Voot versus Gerard D'Alba. Stephen Dupe, I was telling Ryno this, is the number 3 lightweight amateur in the Pacific Northwest. This is going to be a banger. We got American Combat Academy versus Kaiju Kickboxing. We both know their schools come in. Like this is going to start the night off, and that's already a banger.
Fireworks, 2 flyweights flying around, a lot of punches, a lot of volume, high skill set for amateurs. Stephen Dopp is tough for American Combat Academy. He's on a win streak. I think he's on a 2 or 3 fight win streak. I think he just won a belt over in another organization, going against a tough Gerardo D'Alba out of Kaiju, who's had he's 0-1 on a razor close decision that could have went either way. He could be 1-0 arguably for his MMA debut, but he's had a bunch of kickboxing fights.
Yep.
And so I think you're going to see a lot out of Gerardo. Like, I mean, I guess he's got a bright future ahead of him, and he's going to start to make his way through the MMA ranks. But yeah, man, that is going to be an absolute banger, a lot of volume, high output, and it's going to be a great way to lead off the night.
Then we roll into the returning Caleb Wheeler versus Daz Diaz at 145. Again, this could have opened the show and it would be a banger, but it's not. It's the second one. It's going to be a banger. Ryno is, we're friends with Caleb. We love Caleb. Daz Diaz is a great fucking fighter. Like, this is going to be a great fight.
You know, that's a tough match for Caleb. Kudos to him for taking on a tough match. I really got to give respect to him for how he's chosen to address that last tough kind of knockout. Like, he's fully like facing it on social media, like talking about it, showing it, understanding that like, hey man, I just got caught and that's history. And I'm a new Caleb. I've been putting in a new camp. I've been putting in new work under Ryno's management and guidance. I see he's like moving around, traveling. And, sometimes when you're in a smaller community like Bellingham, like you kind of get stuck with the same guys in the same routine. So kudos to Caleb for approaching it the way he is. And he's got a tough fight against a tough striker, Daz Diaz, who's competing for a month later for, I think, the Muay Thai national title. he's only 1-1. Daz is only 1-1 in MMA, but he's super high skill set, super high level, and that's going to be an absolute fight. Before I forget, we started off with Ryno talking about Fight of the Night sponsors, and I want to thank Ryno at Sports Cards Memorabilia and up in Bellingham for helping us do the cool things that we're doing and supporting the fighters. And thank you, Ryno, and being part of the management team at One Speed and bringing in Caleb and some of the guys. We got a lot of cool stuff going on, and I'm super excited about it. But Caleb and Diaz is going to follow suit with Dop and D'Alba, man. It's going to be high volume featherweights. Going at it. I don't know what the game plan is, but I wouldn't try and stand with Daz. If I was Caleb, I would use other areas of my game, and it should be an interesting fight.
Yep. Then we're rolling into our third fight is 135-pound Dominic Hall. I'm going to need you to pronounce his opponent's name for me.
Gerardo, Moab Mojave, American top team. I think he's 2-0 in MMA. ATT. What else do I need to say? He trains with a pack of dogs down there. John Simone, Ricky Simone, Sam Mednick. I mean, they just have stable. And so just to survive in that room and be thrown on the roster, they're coming in shape, on rate, ready to go. Dylan and Hamza are going to bring them up. And
Dominic won his pro debut.
Going against a tough Dominic Hall. I mean, it looked like it delayed for a minute. That was weird.
It is. We can hear you, but your head isn't moving, but it's fine. It'll catch up in a second. Dominic Hall is 1-0. He won his debut at CoGa 91, first
Dominic
round
Hall.
KO. Oh. There we go. He's back.
There we go. We're lagging. So Dominic, let's just wrap up. Like, he's super tough kid, super coachable. He made his debut on the Coga cage last
card, 91.
The kid is good, man. It is. I don't remember. Yeah, from ATT Portland, and that was a good fight. He finished a good fighter. So Dominic and D'Alba, they're teammates, and Ben Pine is doing a lot of good things over there at Kaiju, kickboxing and MMA. He's putting a small stable together, and that's going to be a banger as well. That's going to be a great fight. We're not taking off the gas.
No, we're not. But I have a question about our next one because you have a note by it on thing you sent me. Are we doing a karate combat fight?
We are. Belton Lubis made a post a while back. We're gonna. Combat games. Coga is combat games, right? So I predominantly do MMA. That's what I like. But there's a lot of good kickboxing matchups out there. I think a lot of people like to just watch people stand and bang. I like the grappling a little bit more and the whole aspect of it, of MMA connecting it all. But we're going to start to do some high-level Muay Thai fights, and we're going to modify this one, karate combat rules, fighting with MMA gloves, but limited ground attacks. So you're going to see high-level striking to takedowns, but, there's going to be no lay and pray. They have to either be in a catch position and finishing and doing damage, or they're going to stand them right up right away. So that should be fun to add something new to the mix. I'm really excited about that. Shout out to Belton Lubis at Warrior Strength in Bellevue, who's helping me coordinate that and put that fight together. We got a couple of seasoned guys. I looked at the text last night, but they both have 15 Muay Thai and MMA amateur fights. They're journeymen, so you're going to see a high skill level.
And that's John Pittman and Amos Jack. I don't know how to say it. AIMUS.
Gene Christoph Pittman versus Amos Jack.
Yeah,
that sounds like a character on what was that movie? Tropic Thunder. Amos Jack. Don't ever do that.
Ever do that. Yeah. And then now we're coming to Ryno's fight. Ryno's fight right here. Our amateur heavyweight title. I just broke this to Ryno before you got on. Our amateur heavyweight title. Diedrich Hairston, 6-1, is the number one amateur heavyweight in the Pacific Northwest. He's on a 3-fight win streak. He's going against Andrew Kiras. If I get it wrong, I'm sorry. He's 3-0. He's the number one amateur heavyweight in Western Canada.
That's how we do it, baby. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I just went to some fights this weekend that were absolutely like terrible. The guys looked like it was a smoker. It was 0-0 kickboxing, debuting against 0-0 kickboxing. You could clearly tell that these guys were new. People were booing. They were in the stands making fun of the fighters, man. It was not good. At Combat Games, I find the best. I build the best relationships with the best gyms. I work hard to take care of those guys and nurture the relationships. And therefore, we get the best fighters wanting to fight and represent CoGa and get cool training cards from Ryno and just do the things that we do that make us different and better. And we're going to keep doing that. And yeah, man, we got two of the best. I'm super pumped. Two big boys fighting for a belt. And Andrew is tough, trains up with Matrix Boxing with some guys that I've been working with for years up there in Canada. I love my Canadians, man. They're tough. They just want to come down and fight, and they're just happy for the opportunity.
Ryno, you know what you're gonna have to do before you get to the casino? Whatever the performance bonus is, you're gonna have to also get it in Canadian cash just in case.
Are you kidding me? If he winds up beating Diedrich, he's gonna be a millionaire, like just based off American money. Like,
yeah.
Oh. And we're rolling into another title fight, our welterweight title. How do I say this name?
Cayuse Mano.
Cayuse Mano versus Keaton Albert. Cayuse is 6-2. Again, he's the number one amateur middleweight. Moving to welterweight, going to do the thing. Keaton Albert is 3-1 and on a 6-fight win streak. This is how we do things in CoGa.
It's the best, man. I'm so happy to be putting this fight out. Cayuse is a double champ in FCFF down in Oregon, a rival, respected promotion. Not a rival. I mean, they're great guys. Kale and those guys put Chael Sonnen and those guys put on a great show. I put my guys on the FCFF show. It's a great promotion down in Oregon. They've been around a long time, as long as me, maybe even like a year ahead. But he's a double belt. He's a champ at 170 and 185. He's a double belt holder going against Keaton Albert, who trains at Ring Demon Jiu-Jitsu and mixed martial arts. I just did an interview with them that'll be coming out this week. Beautiful facility down there, coached by Eric Demon Dahlberg, world famous, super high level Jiu-Jitsu MMA practitioner. That's going to be an amazing technical. These guys are pro level. They're both ready to turn pro. These are two guys that you can see. I saw them win, and few future superstars coming out of the PNW. I think in a couple years you could see them having equivalent records to what they have now, 5-0, 6-0 as pros, and knocking on the door to the big show. And that's what I want CoGa to be, is the training ground for the best talent to come through to put on the best fights. And that's what we got, man. We got 3 amateur title fights. All these guys could be pros. They will all probably be turning pro after this fight or very soon. That's not my decision. It's their coach's decision. But like, Cayuse is a dog and Keaton is a dog, and they're both highly skilled, well coached, and they're looking to fight home, take home that CoGa belt. So it's going to be awesome.
And you heard Joe say 3 title fights. We have another title fight after this one. 155-pound title on the line. Vijay Singh, 8-1, is the number one amateur lightweight in the Pacific Northwest, riding a 2-fight win streak, going against Ryan Truitt. Again, another title fight on this card. This is amazing. I don't know how you guys do this, but I just love when you send me these and I'm like, wait, what?
I'll take this on the menu. Yeah, interesting fight. So Ryan Truitt hit me up. He's a scrapyard kind of legend. He's got multiple fights, and he's been around 10 years fighting on and off on the amateur circuit. He hit me up wanting to debut pro. He's like, and I'm like, I was needing a fight for VJ, who had that tough fight on Tulalip, and I told him when he won, I'm like, you're fighting for the belt. You deserve that. And I told his coach and I told him. And so I was trying to find him an opponent, and I was really having a hard time. There were not a lot of amateurs out there, but I got hit up by Ryan, who wanted to debut pro. And I'm just like, listen, guy, I know you want to go pro, but all my guys kind of pay their dues and work their way up. And the pros that fight for me usually have a couple of amateur teammates that kind of massage their way onto the card, and like it's like a partnership, a group effort thing. And so basically I talked him into fighting for the belt. And I said, fight for the belt. And then in September, you got a pro contract with me. So basically we signed Ryan Truitt from the scrapyard to a 2-fight deal. And he's his last fight for Coga, fighting for the amateur belt. And then we'll see him in September making his pro debut. And this guy's got power in his hands, man. If you see him on the side by side, he's yoked. If you watch his fights on the scrapyard, man, he just comes in like Mike Tyson, just throwing haymakers, but he's small, he's shorter, so he's got good head movement, and he comes in and puts his forehead in your chest, and he's just like body blow, overhand right. Like VJ is a little longer, a little more technical. Probably, I'd say I would just assume by his coach, Eric Dahlberg, that he's way better on the ground, but I don't know enough about Ryan to say that. But I think I'm confident in my assessment. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. And VJ just came off a first round knockout on another promotion last month. So 2 guys on a win streak. And again, that's how we do it, man. 3 title fights, 3 bangers, no rest for the wicked. You will be entertained. You will get your money's worth. We're doing it all. Now
we're going pro after this, right? That's our last Ami fight.
Yeah.
All right.
Arthur Millis.
Oh my gosh.
On back.
Oh my God. It has been a minute since we have seen him. He is Koga's version of Fedor. When he walks out, there's no expression except for death. You're dying or I'm dying. That's what's happening right now. His last fight was for a title. He won that. His amateur record was 8-3. He's given up that belt. He's given up that record. He's making his pro debut against another guy. Again, I'm not going to let the record speak for him. The pro record's 1-3, but Amin Ali from Ivan Salivary, that dude comes to fight, and you're getting in a fight with that dude. And that's why, this was another one I saw. I was like, what? Yeah, okay, yes, let's go. Like, this is also awesome.
Yeah, I'm super pumped about this fight. Arthur, you're right. He's an absolute silent assassin, chin down, perfect form, super technical, very methodical. I think one of his last amateur wins was against, rising superstar Noah. Why can't I think of? Yeah,
Johnson.
Yeah, and he made short work of Noah. Like, he got Noah good, and Noah's on a tear. That's no easy thing to do. So Arthur is a killer, and Amin is Ivan Salivary, cut from the Ivan Salivary cloth. He's going to come in and bang. Amin's got a nice liver kick. We've seen him drop a guy and take a guy out with a liver kick, and it's going to be an absolute war.
Yep. And then we're going to 170 pounds. Dustin Paradis versus Tony Rodriguez, or as Joe likes to call him tonight, Rodriguez.
Yeah, so much for what is that, spelling automatic correction? You're not used to Tony spelled with an I. Tony Rodriguez spelled with an I versus Dustin Praxidis, local living legend over there on the peninsula, runs Praxidis Tree Service, runs his own company. Everybody knows Dustin. Everybody loves Dustin. You saw his last time when he came in the cage, that whole place erupted. So we're happy to have him back on the card and keep this fight on. It was on, then it was off for a little bit. Now it's back on. Everybody's good to go and on the same page and healthy. We've worked through the things that we needed to work through. So we're super pumped to have Dustin back on the card. That place is going to go absolutely crazy. Dustin, man, was out of the fight game since COVID. So 5-6 years, been raising his boys, being a good dad, running his business. He wanted to fight Sharon. That was a tall order, but in his mind, he thought that was the right fight for him. You know, he lived by the sword. He died by the sword. He died that night on the last show, 91. But like, he's eager to get that sour taste of that loss out of his mouth, and he's looking to get back to his winning ways and you know, finish and do his job. You know, so that's the plan for Dustin. Tony's a tough banger, man. Like the dude fights a lot like Ryan Truitt, head in the chest, forward, just fists flying, head down, and he's going to get after it. So it's going to be a wild fight. It's not an easy either guy. It's a good matchup.
Because of the tech stuff last night, is Artem and Quintum on the card?
No, Quinton got in a car accident.
Oh, is he okay though?
He's okay, but he can't train. But he's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy the things that can go.
Okay, we'll skip past that
right now because Quinton is injured and not training. So I don't know if I'm gonna. I haven't found a replacement for that fight yet for Artem. I like Artem. He brings a lot of people. He brings a good crowd. But you see, we got a pretty stacked fight card right now.
Yep.
Without him. But I like Artem, and I enjoy working with him and his coach and his managers. So we'll see. He's on the next in line list to go on there, but we'll see what happens. But this
so
fight,
then we're going 155.
Yeah, that's it's 135, brother. Those guys are 135. That's my bad. I just saw that.
What, the Hayden Maggard one?
Right. Hayden Maggard is a 135er. Christian Garcia is a 135er. They are bantamweights. And that is my prediction for possible fight of the night. I think Ryno might be if I had to pick who he might be handing out cash to for fight of the night or performance of the night, Hayden Maggard, I've seen him go to war with my guy Nicasio, a 5-round war. Well-rounded, good grappler, good striking, good finisher, infamous for a really badass rear naked choke finisher. Trains with Nick Gallardi at Impact Jiu-Jitsu. He's a stud. He brings a bunch of people. He's great to have on the card, a pleasure to work with. And he's fighting Christian Garcia, man. We've seen him go to war with Jordan Mackin, like in a war, like both had each other tipsy and loopy-legged, and both were fighting off chokes. And like that was just an amazing fight that probably would have won a bonus Ryno if we were doing them back then. So
and Christian Garcia's last fight was the banger with Sean Kalinowski that went to decision. Like, yeah, Christian loves to fight. That's I was gonna say what you said. I think knockout of the night bonus is probably going to the amateur heavyweight title fight. I too have an asterisk next to this that this might end up being fight of the night.
Yeah, you got two, bantamweights, 135 pounds, a lot of energy, man, a lot of fists flying, a lot of movement. And they're well-skilled, well-coached, well-trained athletes, They're, I think, Christian's only 1-0, or Hayden's only like...
No, Hayden's 1-1, Christian's 2-2.
Hayden just took a tough loss on a split decision, I think. And Christian's 2-3?
2-2. He lost that Sean fight but it could have went either way, but he lost that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my prediction for fight. I'm calling it right now. I think that's my prediction for fight. I'm not trying to subliminally plant seeds in Ryno's mind, but when I look at the fight card in my mind, I think that's a great fight. I love Ivan Salisbury and that team. I like Nick Gallardi. I like Hayden. I like both those guys. I wish they could both win. I don't want to draw, but like they're good people, good coaches, good teams. And they're gonna bring it.
Then we move to heavyweight. Brad Hildebrandt versus Luther Edgerton. Both are 1-0. Both of their last fight. Brad beat Matt Howell by unanimous decision in February of this year. Luther's last fight, he beat Matt Howell by TKO in round 1 in November. That again, this is what we do here. 1-0 heavyweights going at it.
That's just good karma, man. Because sometimes I'll lose a fight and then it becomes a better fight, and I think this is a better fight than what I had. originally lined up. I had originally Luther lined up against another opponent. He pulled out due to injury. And this is a better fight. This is a better matchup. Brad is a big guy. He's like 6'6", so he's bigger than Luther. He's well-rounded. He's got a college wrestling pedigree, and so does Luther. So you got two big guys that want to hurt each other, and Luther's just, newly signed with One Speed Management, and we're super to have him on board. And Luther's got promise, man, and he's funny and he's marketable.
And he's already talking shit on social. That's how I found out the fight changed. He put a picture of his opponent in a wrestling. He said, "Look at my next opponent. Look at the cute little ring." I was like, "What?" I sent that thing to Ryno. I said, was there an opponent change? What's happening? But the fact that he already was like, okay, I'm not fighting that guy. I'm fighting this guy. And he's already going at him on social media. Like, let's go.
Yeah. Wait till you see the interview, man. Omar and I went down south last week and interviewed a couple of fighters at Ring Demon Jiu-Jitsu and West Coast Fight Club, and we got some great content. And Luther is a character, man. He is just like that Jeff Hokett dude. He likes to be the heel. He likes to talk the talk, and he's very entertaining. Yep. So he's fun to watch fight. He's fun to listen to, talk trash, and he's the full package. We're excited to have him on board at One Speed, excited to have him on Coga fighting, and that's two big boys with power, with good grappling pedigree. You're going to see some slams. You're going to see some punches. You're going to see it all. It's going to be a good fight.
And then we roll to our main event, which is another title fight, the Pacific Northwest BMF title, Sharon Spain versus Dylan Apartis. These guys were supposed to fight in October. Whatever happened, October 25. They didn't fight. We're getting them now in our main event for the Pacific Northwest BMF to cap our night off. This is perfect.
Yeah. The belt I ordered is beautiful. Like, I'm so excited to present this belt, and like in line with the fight of the night bonus and the finish of the night bonuses that we're doing, to add this BMF to part of what Coga's doing, along with the karate combat. We're going to do some little dirty boxing wrestling stuff too. So we're going to keep adding new content and aspects to Combat Games. But the belt is the most expensive belt I've ever purchased. It's beautiful, triple layered. It's got Mount Rainier on the background, BMF, anyone, anywhere, anytime. And Sharon Spain is a dog, in my opinion, and the most worthy guy to fight for that belt. I just did my taxes, and Sharon fought for me more than I did 1099. Everybody, like, that guy fought for me more than anybody. And he took fight on short notice, days notice,
24 hours notice.
Hours notice. Fights. Yeah.
He's a dog, and he's got close to 70 plus fights. He's coming on. He's on a 2-fight win streak and bare knuckle, and just won his last fight on Coga 91 over at Clearwater. So happy to have Sharon fighting for that belt. He's very worthy, and he's fighting a stud. And Dylan Aparis, like, I've seen Dylan's fought for me a couple of times, but like, their styles are gonna make a great fight. Like, they're gonna strike, and they're both headhunters, man. They're coming to knock each other out. They both like to strike, and they can both grapple well. They like to strike. They're headhunters, and it's gonna be a great fight. And whoever takes home that belt is gonna be worthy of the first inaugural BMF belt. That's something that we're gonna continue to do in multiple weight classes, as well as the cards that Ryno's pumping out, and the bonuses, and we're working on some other cool things that we'll announce when I know they're nailed down. But I'm excited, man. Saturday, May 23rd, Clearwater Casino, number 92 is coming in the books. We got some cool fan experiences that we're going to add. Brumley Law will be there, and it's going to be a great night of fights, man. You can get your tickets on Coga.tv, or you can go to clearwatercasino.com. It's going to sell out. Now that Praxis is on the card, and we've been advertising it, we're ahead of schedule. But when I look at the tickets, we're almost out of VIP and reserved. All that's going to be left is GA. If you haven't got your hotel room, get it, because they're usually a couple weeks out. If you want to go, book a room. And It's a great night of fights. You're going to be highly entertained, and it's a beautiful casino, beautiful property, good food. It's all there.
And if we go from 2 cards ago, none of us saw that night coming when we were in Tulalip. Then we went, our last fight at Clearwater was a great night. So all the dudes on this card, they got some stuff to live up to. And I think the way this card is built and stacked, it's gonna live up to the hype that the train that we're already on. May 23rd, Clearwater Casino. Tickets, Coga.tv, or the casino, the live stream, Coga.tv. Here, myself, Ed Herman. You'll see Ryno there. You'll see Joe there. You'll see a brand new shiny belt there. It's going to be awesome.
Couple of belts. We're going 4 belts. Four belts on the line out of 11 fights. 3 amateur titles, a BMF belt, and like every fight on there is going to be high level entertainment, mixed martial arts, good athletes. And, you know, we're the best. I can say it after going and watching all these other shows in the region and paying more attention to what's going on. Just, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to keep doing it better than everybody else. And we're just going to keep leading the way.
I want to point something out though too, man, to all you guys out there for getting these tickets. When Coga says they're sold out, they mean it. People were literally begging to get into the last show. That will happen again at this show at Clearwater. So if you guys are watching this, get your tickets. Get your tickets. Get ready for an exciting night of fights because when you show up, you can't be begging Wendy outside to get you in. It's not happening. Like we don't want to hate, but like you're on the outside of the club on this one. So get your tickets when they're available because once they're gone, man, that shit's selling out.